Hello again, and between the releases of Tobot A and Twin Punch, we've got another mini that finally released in that time. Mini Tritan. We finally got the small version of the bigger Tritan. I'm still not getting that DX Tritan back, so I'm just gonna review this by itself with some reference photos. Yeah, it's a solid box. This is just a solid box, illustrations all around. The main model here, and then the flat comic style, outline style here. Yeah, there's the certain blurbs here. The side of the box that has a similar render. There's the Triforce symbol. I imagine this will be a Windows box in the upcoming international version, and then Ionic 5, Avante, Staria, Tobot Mini X, and the little pilots there. Vehicle, outlined in green. A lot of comic halftones and lightning is under there. Gold gradient text. And then, of course, display box. January 24, Young Toys X 10 Day. And then unboxing. Simple plastic tray here. That looks very plain indeed. Because stickers, a whole lot of stickers, just like the individual Axe Minis, they're back to using stickers. A whole lot of windscreen stickers and car stickers and bumper stickers. Ooh. This is how thick the display box is. Might be tall enough to hold the X and Y, but in question for Z. So one stickering later, we have the mini Tritan cars. I don't know if I did the best job. I kind of messed up the wheels. The wheels are especially easy to mess up. These are the papery sticker kind, so I actually put them on the wrong side because they are mirrored stickers. And yeah, it's just those papery kinds where if you rip them off, they will rip off the backing. So no, I totally messed this up. You have the stickers. Egg. Otherwise, these are just nice little representations of the Tritan cars. Like the pretty same shades of blue as the big one, which I don't have and I don't plan to get soon. Those spoke wheels, I guess maybe a few obvious hinges here, like this hinge and this click hinge here. It did require the stickers for the tail lights and these center windows for Z. Not these sides because those are painted. Side note, this is really annoying to flush together because circular tabs, circular holes, while, you know, usually in common practice for cheaper toys, just putting it up in the front, they don't hold in very well. Ugh. What is exactly flexing it apart? What? I mean, do I have to align the holes here? Do I have to align them all perfectly because it's the boss socket holes? Yeah, so you're gonna have to be really precise to get this perfectly aligned and not split apart. As much as I think clips are aesthetically intrusive, they absolutely do wonders in holding things together. Circle tabs on this hardened plastic, it's just, yeah. Once you get that aligned, then it should hold. But there's still a very minor gap here that could be easily split. You see there's a seam line here. All of those little windows stickered. Of course, these are much smaller than the Smart Tobots or the Mini Tobots, and these come to about 1/43rd scale in width. So, they are a bit bigger than the Tobot Rescue Team, which probably throws off the scale. That's probably not the most scale accurate, but at a glance, a tiny ambulance next to a tiny car, next to a pretty big van, next to a smaller fire truck. I mean, this might work just for in the kid's mind, but, you know, just not super scale accurate, but what you gonna do? For the transformation, should be the same as the big Tritan, like the double fold over of these, and then little flip out feet. Then ball socket there, legs. For the torso, this is similar but simplified because This entire chunk here is parts forming since there's no double hinge. Yeah, so you click that in, and then you just click this back in. So you form the complete sliding torso, and then up, and then little shoulder connectors. Slide. And then Mini Y, who splits right in the middle. But it's a uneven one because, of course, they mandate the Hyundai logo never be split, but that also takes half of the grill with it, the other half of it. So that's molded unevenness. There's still X, Y, and Z molded in there, but these are two separate arms as opposed to the single connected arm joint, which is expected to be simplification. And then, yeah, these go into these ball sockets and little hingy. Hard to hinge. Hard to push right in when this hinges. You can also rotate this, you know, for transformation. And also, you really need this to cover up the big hollow gap here that I don't recall was on the original. So, because of the parts forming nature, so that you need that to cover up that hollowness, so at least it's not hollow in the back. Mini Tritan, sir. So that's pretty much a mini Tritan, and it looks to be proportionally correct to the big Tritan. You know, the Tobot combiners usually don't mess around with the proportions that much. Maybe the legs are slightly squashed or the head slightly expanded, but otherwise, yeah, the simplifications are not too bad, just like the simple mechanical functions of the arms. And the legs don't have a moving skirt flap, so that's a bit of a drawback. But the biggest thing is just this big game-in clip right in his stomach, because it had to connect like that for the parts-forming transformation of Axe. So that's a bit unfortunate to have this one aesthetic blemish. So this is a mini Titan, and this is a minier Titan than the original mini Titan because of different car scales. And I think this is just maybe $5 cheaper at the retail price than this Tritan, so maybe that's obvious evidence of the price point. So it occurred to me that the positions of the original Tritan corresponded to each of the Tobot's strengths. Like Y, specializing in speed, gave Tritan very fast legs. And then Axe, with strength, gave him big, powerful arms, I guess muscle arms for lifting. And then Z's agility, I guess, gives him these jump jets. Then the new Tritan mixes it up, so I guess Z has much more powerful jumping legs and much more stable base, toy-wise. And then I guess Y's arms are much faster. I guess they can rapidly punch. And then Axe is just a torso. I guess that kind of maybe core strength. For articulation, nothing at the head. Ball socketed all around, and then double shoulder, I guess. You know, these ball socket shoulders go slightly outward, and the transformational shoulders go slightly outward. That really doesn't do much because, you know, these are the big blocky shoulders. You can't really fan mode the diagonal. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You do diagonal cover up this. But it limits articulation. At least the transformational bicep swivel is here, and the soft ratchet elbow. No folding out wrists, obviously. Of course, nothing at the torso, and then no skirt flap at all. This really makes this hindering the leg articulation forward. All the way backward, though, with the ZY axe. I mean, XYZ molded in there. Little pistons there still. Bit hollow right here in the windscreen area, which maybe it's fair for windscreens. Knee that much. The kibble blocks it that much. Then toe down with the easy sticker area. So yeah, besides the head, it's basically the exact same articulation as Tritan. Also, I think the thigh swivels. There's XYZ on this side, but not on this side. And then pretty hollow inside legs, and then some of the greeblings here. I guess it has most of the essential greeblings and mechanical panel detailing on the bigger toy, but not all of them. Just the essential ones. It still has the Tobot logo right on the shelf, chest shelf, and then nothing here though. That's been really hollowed out in that little stamp there, so that's a bit lost. Not too much of a biggie on these little inside of the winglets. Alright, in you go for compact storage. Sorry Z, no room, still no room. Yeah, so Mini Tritan does its job of being an affordable version of the popular new combiner at a third of its price. And then, yeah, basically same functionality, just smaller scale. And I think that also works pretty well with the SOS. Even though the cars are different scales, these do stand side by side pretty well. And I guess a bit more posable, it also holds well together than these that do have individual modes. But just a little fiddly to work with. And also, yeah, this is much more posable, just in the arms alone. And of course, the biggest con to this Mini Tritan is just the stickers. Just like the individual minis, this one has stickers, and this is like 3 times the amount of stickers, so that was very annoying to apply. And if you mess it up, you're just gonna be left with scars. You're gonna be left with scars if you mess up the stickers. I don't know if Young Toys will send replacement stickers, but maybe I have to call to get replacement stickers. Yes, you have to really watch out for the stickers. You have to apply them really carefully or paint the window yourself. Yeah, just, the gripe with stickers. Then, Mini SOS has no stickers because I guess each individual one has enough budget to paint their own windows, but not the accessories necessarily, but the essential windows and such. And they are own individual things, so that's the budget. That's budget for you. You can afford paint on here, but you can't afford paint on here, so you only get stickers. In fact, the only paint I see is just the Tritan head, really, and then maybe the bumper. If that's not separate plastic inserts, then yeah, mostly the head. And this isn't a scale that works with conventional Transformers just for bigger mini car scale. Or you just don't care about scale and they're just little cars to play with. Okay, I guess this is a new Tobot dry spell. Nothing really new this May, which is fine. Yeah, we need a breather. There's so many toys, we need a breather just, for this thing to be still stocked and so for the kiddies to get them. We'll be getting a new Tobot very soon in a month or 2. And this marks the end of a reviewing season for me. I'm moving again, and I'll be back really soon.